come over this side if you want to so you can see the actual monument. So it's going to be myself, Christine Donovan Hall. I'm the president of the Orrs and Bailey Island Fire Department. And then Sean Hall, Assistant Chief of OBIFD. And then Ben Wallace is we're all going to say a little something here.
In the winter of 24, actually, Tim Vail came to our board of directors meeting. He was remembering friends who had been first responders. He suggested some kind of way to recognize and acknowledge what they and all the other first responders had given.
So a huge thank you to the town of Hartsville for their support, all donors, all past, present, and future members of the OBIFD board, and especially all the responders throughout the years.
From that, we decided to develop a grounds committee. Tim was on it and I was the chair, that would kind of look at the grounds and see what a suitable way to make such a memorial would be.
I'd also like to thank the grounds committee. They're the ones that helped out here with the new sidewalk.
We got so much support from the community, neighbors helping neighbors. We'd had our walkway up to the schoolhouse replaced, smooth bricks, surrounded by donor bricks and pavers that people had purchased, and we hope to have more of those.
I wanted to also thank the Harpswell Aging at Home. They put in a handicap accessible boardwalk kind of thing down to, we call it the back 40 behind the schoolhouse.
Harpswell Aging at Home helping us build a handicapped ramp down to our lower field, which we hope to extend our use of that and the community's use of that, as well as the schoolhouse.
Gerald Landscaping for everything that they did. Tim Vail for organizing everything when it came to the grounds committee. Kathy Hurst, she's in charge of the grounds committee. All members of the grounds committee. Jim McPherson and his crew, and Dwayne Weber.
Tim found a boulder, a massive mammoth boulder, at the Weber site in Cundy's Harbor. And Cundy's Harbor and Dwayne Weber said, we'll bring it over and we'll place it. And that was all gratis, no charge for that. Basement woodworkers, and told them we wanted this bronze plaque. And then a gentleman, Jim McPherson, Tim got him to affix it to our boulder.
Of course, I want to thank the ladies that organized this, Liz Taylor, Ellen Glue, and Kathy Hurst. And first, and Beth York. She's the one that came up with the idea with putting all the names up there and all the past people. So thank you very much, everyone. Yeah, please add names. If you see people that you remember are part of the organization that we didn't remember, please add them. We'd love to see it up there. I'm going to pass it over to Sean. Sean.
Thanks. Hello, I'm Sean Hall. I'm the Assistant Chief of Orrs and Bailey Island Fire Department. I kind of got roped in by my wife to talk about things. But it's good to see so many faces that were once such a big part of the department. We exist because of you guys. Looking at you two in particular. We stand on the shoulders of giants, and this can be a job that's as frustrating as it is rewarding. And I was having one of those days where it was more frustrating than rewarding, and I started thinking about, why am I even doing this? And then I thought about the folks that had come before. I wrote a little something that we have posted on the door that I think kind of sums up at least how I feel about things, and goes like this. We are a team, an organization tasked with the goal of bringing calm to chaos, meeting tragedy with compassion, and changing outcomes when we are able. While not devoid of emotion ourselves, we carry the responsibility of projecting strength and hope where calamity, woe, and loss pervade. We bear the burden of seeing our friends and neighbors during their worst days and are entrusted with the honor to make those days better when we can. This path we have chosen is not always easy or without hardship, but let us not forget those who blazed the path for us, and that it is we who must now lead. So for all of you who are here, thank you very much. I'm going to put Chief Wallace on the spot now, and he can make some remarks.
There you go, Ben.
I'm not the articulate professor that Mr. Hall is, but next December is going to be the 40th anniversary of the consolidation of the Orrs and Bailey Island Fire Department. I happened to look that up about an hour and a half ago. Might be worthwhile to get some stickers out there.
No, thank you, Ben. I will. Thank you.
Even so, I think you were here when this was built. I think you were here when this was built. And you were here when it was the Orrs Island Fire Department. That wasn't the beginning. I've heard you tell this story, but I don't know it nearly as well as you.
Do you want to, Bill? Are you
The Bailey
interested?
Island Fire Department got started in 1939. In June of 1941, there was a tragedy out here. It was the worst maritime disaster in state history, when the Donna was lost with 34 people on board. I'm not positive, but I get the strong impression that that was the impetus for what started the volunteer fire departments on the islands. When we think of the fire department, we think of the sign on the building that says fire department, but the fire departments are so much more. When people need help, and it's not law enforcement related, they call 911 for the fire department. Fighting fires is a very small part of what we do. And the fact is, before we had all of the nice equipment we had today, all of the SCBAs, all of the trucks, all of the buildings, we had people that ran out the door in 1939, and for Orrs Island, I believe it was 1942, in January of 1942, to answer the call. Those were the ones, the giants, that Mr. Hall is referring to, that we stand on their shoulders. And for those people that saw a need, that blazed the path that is today, I am so grateful. Even today, we have folks that run out the door. There seems like there's fewer of us. At the same time, we have hope because there's more of us coming along. And every one of us is getting into it, have to look at where we came from. So for that, I am grateful for these two gentlemen here that represent so much of the past of this department and so many others. For the current select board chairman, who was the last chief of the Bailey Island Fire Department, I believe is enjoying himself somewhere down in Florida, who couldn't make it, that saw the need for consolidation to be working closer together than they had before. We're grateful for those people that had a vision that carries us to today. I think I'm coming up on 5 minutes.
Okay.
I promised I wouldn't exceed 5 minutes. There you go.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right. So I'd like to introduce a past Orrs Island, I believe. Bill Beasley was a fire chief, and the assistant chief, Dave DeBurge. And I'd like you to go ahead and unveil the monument, if you would, please, gentlemen. And thank you very much, everybody, for being here today. All right. And I forgot to mention these beautiful benches that we have over here. Thanks to Jan Coombs and the Coombs family. They donated the crib stones over here, and we made them into nice benches. So thank you very much for that, Jan.
The Coombs family of Bailey's Island said, well, we have 3 crib stones that are doing nothing but sitting in the dirt, so we'll donate them. And we got them made into a couple of wonderful benches. Nothing says Harpswell Islands more than the crib stones.
And thank you, everyone, for being here. And we have plenty of food and drink inside, so please go inside and meet your neighbors if you don't know them already. And thank you very much, everyone, for being here.
It all built and into a fabulous event that we were able to celebrate.
Puff pastry with brie, avocado jam, and garden thyme, and a caprese stick.
Every month in the paper.
I like it.
And reveal and unveil the monument with its plaque and its incredible meaningfulness to us and hopefully to the community for now and a long time to come.